Welcome to Wagner Live, our TV show featuring these two World War II survivors. They are here to tell you about the many causes of the Second World War, including the Treaty of Versailles, the Great Depression, and Germany's economy. Here we have Josh, one of the World War II survivors. Today he's going to be talking about the Great Depression.
One of the causes of World War II is the Great Depression. The Great Depression was a severe worldwide economic depression that took place during the 1930s. The timing of the Great Depression varied across nations. In most countries, it lasted from 1929 to 1930. Some 6,000 street vendors walked the streets of New York City in 1930 trying to sell apples for 5 cents each. Zippers were used more often because buttons became more and more expensive. Because of the circulation of money was so low, the US didn't mint nickels from 1932 to 1933. And by the 1940s, 2.5 million people had fled the Great Plains. 200,000 moved to California, and the stock market didn't return to pre-depression levels until 1954.
Here we have John. He will be talking about the Treaty of Versailles.
The Treaty of Versailles helped cause the war because when the treaty was signed, Germany had to pay for the damage done by Allies in World War I. When Germany heard of this, they were furious and did not agree at all, but they were forced to. After the treaty was signed, many people were unemployed because they had to pay so much. And just like that, Hitler and the Nazi Party got the opportunity to take power and took it. Hitler is now in charge, and the man who hates Jews is now in power of Germany.
Josh is back to talk about Germany's economy.
The Nazis came to power in the midst of the Great Depression. Hitler appointed Jamar Chott, a former member of the German Democratic Party, as president of the Reichsbank in 1933 and Minister of Economics in 1934. Hitler used Jews as a scapegoat for all of Germany's problems. With disproportional numbers of wealthy Jewish business owners, Hitler convinced much of Germany that the Jews were to blame for the poor economic state. Germany spent $272 billion in 1945, and Hitler hated the Jews leading up to the Holocaust because he believed that the Jewish financiers were responsible for sending the world into its First World War, causing the deaths of over 100,000 German soldiers.
Thank you, Josh and John, for sharing your interesting stories. Tune in next week to look at Wagner Live.
That's it.
Welcome to Wagner Live, our TV show featuring these two World War II survivors. They are here to tell you about it faded. Welcome to Wagner Live.
You want to do this?
Don't do it, don't.
Ah!
Oh, I can barely even see that.
I know, I can't see that.
Bloopers.
Let me think. What is that? Here we have Josh, one of the World War II survivors. He's going to be talking about the Great Depression.
One of the causes of World War II is the Great Depression. The Great Depression was a severe... I can't...
Here we have Josh, one of the World War... Here we have...
I need water.
Here we have John. He's going to be talking about the Treaty of Versailles.
I can't
Here
see
we have John. He is going to be talking about the Treaty of Versailles.
The Treaty of Versailles helped cause...
Hello. Here we have John. He's going to be talking about the Treaty of Versailles.
The Treaty of Versailles helped cause the war because when the Treaty of Versailles was assigned to Germany, it had to pay the damage done by Allies in World War I. When Germany heard of, they were...
Read slower. Here we have John. He's going to be talking about the Treaty of Versailles. Here we have John. Restart. Josh is back again to talk about Germany's economy.
No.
Here we have Josh. Back at it again with another Germany's economy.
Okay, don't say that, dude. I was gonna restart. It's okay. It's okay. No.